Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel yourself settling into calmness. Allow your shoulders to drop, your mind to soften, and let any tension gently melt away. Bring your awareness inward, creating space for reflection. Today's lesson is, God did not create a meaningless world. Let this idea move through you. God did not create a meaningless world. This statement reminds us that, in its truest form, the world is inherently meaningful, filled with peace, and rooted in love. Any sense of the world as hostile, empty, or lacking comes from the lens of our ego, which distorts reality and colors our perception with fear and judgment. Consider for a moment, what if the world, in its true form, is naturally peaceful, meaningful, and loving? Imagine that this loving world is already here, but we may not fully see it because we're looking through the filter of our egoic mind. The ego wants to control, define, and categorize the world, often imposing its own fears, judgments, and expectations onto everything it perceives. Take a moment to let this settle. When we view the world as hostile or empty, we are actually seeing a projection of our own mind, a world shaped by our ego's fears, insecurities, and doubts. But what if this is not the world as it truly is? Repeat quietly to yourself, I am willing to see the world as it truly is, beyond the lens of my ego. Imagine for a moment that you could lift away the filter of your ego, gently setting it aside. Visualize seeing the world without this cloud of judgment or control, free of your mind's interpretations. As this filter fades, allow yourself to sense the world as a place of inherent peace, a world born from divine love and unity. Feel the lightness of this perspective. The world doesn't have to carry the weight of our fears or limitations. Instead, it can simply be a space of pure presence, offering love and meaning without the need to prove or validate anything. This concept brings us to what the Course calls atonement, the choice to align our vision with divine love rather than with the ego's separation. Atonement invites us to see beyond the ego's distortions, to perceive a world not created by our judgments, but by something far greater, far more peaceful. In this vision, we move away from seeing the world as meaningless or hostile, and instead recognize the love, peace, and meaning that is always present. Take a moment to embrace this shift. You are not alone in creating meaning. You are coexisting within a world that is already filled with love and purpose, a world that reflects the divine essence within you. Repeat softly, I open myself to true vision. I am willing to see the world as it truly is. Imagine that, with each breath, you're clearing away any remaining fog of the ego's lens, allowing a deeper, more loving vision to emerge. Feel a sense of ease and calm wash over you, knowing that you don't need to control or define everything you see. Instead, you can simply allow the world to reveal itself, full of love and light. Take a couple of minutes to contemplate today's lesson. As you bring this meditation to a close, hold on to this feeling of openness and peace. Remind yourself that the world, as it truly is, was created from love and is naturally meaningful. By releasing the ego's filter, you allow yourself to experience a world of clarity, love, and divine connection. When you're ready, open your eyes gently, carrying with you the understanding that you don't need to force meaning onto the world. Trust that, in its essence, the world is loving, peaceful, and filled with purpose, waiting for you to see it clearly.